Hey, how you doing? It's Kawan Money Mail, successful online entrepreneur, six-figure earner, top affiliate, multiple companies. And today, I would like to introduce you to a brand new company that's in pre-launch. I mean, so much in pre-launch, the first person hasn't even been added yet. Like, no leaders, nobody. Like, nobody's in the company, not one person. So, I have a question. Shouldn't you be the first to know, at least once in your life? Be ahead of the curve. Before things take off, before leaders are placed, before, the company has hundreds of thousands of people in the company, shouldn't you have known about it first? How would it be right now for you if you was the first to know about Bitcoin and took action? How would it be if you was the first to know about Amazon and put stock into it? Tesla. Well, how would it be if you was the first to know about your favorite income opportunity, only to know that you're nowhere near the first person in line to join? Well, today could be the very change that you've been looking for, because I'm happy to announce that you have the opportunity to be one of the first people in this company. And we're going to dive right in and talk about it. So I have a question. If time or money was not an issue, what would you do more of? Now, give me honest. Now, I want to know, what would you do? I'm almost willing to bet that you said, and if not, most said, travel. Well, we offer a comprehensive set of elite members-only travel and lifestyle benefits. Believe it or not, travel is currently an $8 trillion industry. So this company, TRVL, also known as The Real Vacation Lifestyle, is just that. So what is the travel industry does not want you to know? The biggest travel website brands are owned by just two companies, Expedia and Price.com. These companies control all of the public pricing. Yep. So when you go to all these different other planes, Cheapo Air, it doesn't matter. Anyone you go to, they control the pricing, and they just adjust it a little bit here, a little bit there, and no matter which one you go to, it's going to them. Kind of like when you go to get a Coca-Cola or a Sunkist Orange. It doesn't really matter because both of them are made by the Coca-Cola company, So same thing. No matter which one you choose, it's going to them. So your choices when booking a travel online is basically the general public gets to shop at places like Priceline, Expedia, Orbitz, Travelocity. People book retail when using online travel agencies or calling direct. But by using travel, you actually are going to get exclusive private access to our true wholesale pricing. So my question is, which would you rather pay? Full price or wholesale? Here's our booking engine. So when you use the travel booking engine, as you can see, you can book flights, you can book your hotels, cars, your activities that you want to do, cruises, and even vacation rental properties. Now, yeah, you can go do this offline, you can go do this online with other providers, but exactly that. You would be using multiple providers to do so. You'll be going to one of these places to actually book your flight. Then after you booked your flight, then you would go to another website to book your hotel. Then after you booked your hotel, you would probably go to some rental car agency site to book your rental car. Be going to Avis, or you'll be going to Enterprise, but you'll be going to one of them. Then you'll be saying, okay, what am I going to do once I actually get to my destination? So then you'll be going to another site to book your activities. Then if you wanted to save on a cruise, you'll be going to some cruise site or some special discount site for cruise ships to take a cruise. Vacation rental property, same thing. Well, isn't it a lot more streamlined, a lot more better, and a lot more convenient to be able to do the same thing all in one place and be able to save while doing it? I would say yes. So let's talk about it, okay? Right now, I'm going to let you see our booking engine in real time. Okay, because you know me, documentation beats conversation. So look at this beautiful, 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 beautiful picture of Dubai. So let's see how much it will cost for you to stay in Dubai. So using our booking engine, and this is actually a real screenshot of our back office of our booking portal. You can see right now, if you look to the top right, that for the public to stay in this 5-star hotel, it would cost them $840. Okay, now this is for 6 nights, 1 room, 6 nights. But we pay $306.50 for a savings of $533.50. So let me ask you a question. Which one would you rather pay? $840 or $306? Now look over to the bottom left. Same thing. Another 5-star hotel. And this one is $3,000. It's over $3,000 for you to stay there for the general public. But you pay $1,200.37 for a savings of over $1,700. Okay, but let's go. It gets better. Let's keep going. How about New York? Lovely city, but expensive. Yes, expensive. All right, what is it for us? Let's see. So for 6-night stay, 4-star hotel, New York, $8,801.50. But you pay $1,199 for a savings of $7,602.50. Again, would you take a trip right now to New York City if you knew that you was going to save 86% on your hotel? Look at the bottom left. Public price, $1,864 to stay in Times Square at a 4-star hotel. But you're going to pay $835, less than $1,000, for a savings of $1,029.50. Again, if you can have that type of savings for a 6-night stay in New York City, staying in Times Square for 6 nights for less than $1,000, would you go? Awesome. All right, let's keep going. How about Paris? Paris. Well, you could actually stay in Paris, France. Okay, now general public, you know, you've been down this road. You know where we're going with this. $2,819. But you're going to pay $747.50 for a savings of a whopping $2,071.50 for 6-night stay in Paris, France. Oh my goodness. So now look to the left. Public price, $2,491.50. You pay $934, not even $1,000, and you are saving $1,557.50 to stay in Paris. You're saving over 63% and 73% with the one at top. As you can see, this is the best price. Would you rather pay retail or would you rather pay wholesale? Okay, what about vacation rentals? Remember I told you that you can actually do vacation rentals instead of staying in a hotel. Maybe you want to stay in your own villa, you know, right off of the beach with your own pool. Okay, let's see what that would cost you. So, to take it to Baja, Cabo San Lucas, you see right now for the general public, it'll be $1,195. But you're going to pay $318 for a 7-night stay, saving $877. Now, what would you rather do? Would you rather stay in a hotel or would you rather stay in your own villa for $318 for 7 nights? What about $895 for the general public, but you're paying $260 for a savings of $635? Again, you see another one for $895 for another savings of $635. And these are vacation rentals now. We're not talking about hotels. Okay, we're talking about something a little bit more exclusive. And here it is, you're saving over 70% on the cost. So, let's get in these member benefits. Let's see, like, what's the real benefit outside of the pricing that you're saving? I mean, personally, that would be enough, right? For the average person, that's already enough. I'm getting the best price on my bookings, domestic or international. I'm already sold. But hold on. I like to underhype, over-deliver. That's exactly what we're going to do. So let's get into these member benefits. So, you get complimentary flight insurance. Depending on what package you pick, you can have free insurance with every flight that you book, as well as airport lounge access, which is going to have you skip the crowd, stay connected, and be pampered in the luxury of airport lounges around the globe. Now, with complimentary flight insurance, you know, normally you'd be paying extra for that. You know, you ever checked out and after you check out, they say, would you like insurance in case you want to, you know, something happens or you want to rebook or you want to cancel anything? Would you like some flight insurance? You know, you lose your luggage or, you know, and then they usually charge you another $25, $50, you know, on top of your ticket. Well, now you get that with every booking. Airport lounges. We have over 300 lounges to choose from in any given airport, and you'll be able to book and check those out right through our travel app. Also, you have private MetaJet service. Okay, if a medical emergency happens while traveling, feel safe with private jet service to your hospital of choice. Now, let me pause for a second because this one is actually big. a lot of times we don't really think about the what if. We just go and we think about all the fun times we're going to have when we're taking a trip. So you go and you climb that big, you hike up that big mountain they told you was going to jump off of, the little mini waterfall right into the water. And it was so great, but we didn't count that, hey, something might happen. You might slip. You might, misread the jump and hit something and break something. And if that was to happen, how hard would it be, or think about how inconveniencing it would be to have to get to your nearest hospital if you're somewhere like off the grid. Like if you're somewhere like in a third world environment, like maybe you're like in the middle of Thailand, or you went to the Philippines and you're in the middle of of a hike, and you're nowhere near the locals or the land or the hospital. You're nowhere near it. How would you get to it? And how would you get to it in a timely manner? You're over here in excruciating pain. Okay, how do you get to that? That could make all the difference in the type of treatment that you're gonna need once you get to the hospital. If you even make it to the hospital, how much more worse off you are or better off you are, and timing is everything when it comes to getting to a hospital for a serious injury. Well, what if, like I said, you can have a private jet come and get you and then take you. Now here's a true story, because not only can you get a private jet, but let's say like this actually happened. Somebody went on a trip. Right, and I don't remember where they went, but they went on a trip and they got hurt. Okay, so they went on a trip and they actually got hurt, and they needed to. They had the private Medijet service, so they actually called. But when it was at the time, a plane couldn't get to them. That's how much they was off the grid, and it was just no runways, no plane could get to them. So what they ended up doing was they ended up calling a private helicopter to go pick them up and got them to the hospital in a timely manner. Now, that trip cost them over $80,000. Okay, that helicopter. But due to the fact that they had this service, it cost them nothing. And that person was able to get the treatment they needed in a timely manner. So can you imagine you break something and you didn't have this, and you're sitting there trying to get back to land or get to a hospital in a timely manner while you're in excruciating pain, and you got to do it the traditional route? Oh my goodness. So that service alone is worth of the package that it's in. But we'll get into that. All right, so now let's get into this VIP concierge, because you get that. It's like having your own personal assistant 24 hours a day. Now, again, how cool is that? Because now you can use this. This is going to really come in handy when you have, like, when you're booking group deals. Like it's you and the family want to go out to book an all-inclusive trip somewhere. And, it becomes a headache. I mean, I had to book a trip, for my honeymoon. And we had did a family trip that we was trying to take like over 9 different family members, and it was just pandemonium, to do it all myself. And it took hours to get the best deals, the best rate, best rooms. It was just crazy. So now you can have a VIP concierge that's going to do all that for you 24 hours a day, 365. So how cool is that? Also, you get daily discounts. Access to America's largest discount network. This discounts aren't just travel related. This is actually your day-to-day local discounts, things that you do on a day-to-day basis, like shopping and dining, and services like fixing your car, your oil, or changing your tires, or getting some new office supplies for the office, or buying some things for the house, or groceries, or gas. Like, these are things that you do on a day-to-day basis, and now you can actually save and put thousands of dollars back into your household, back into your pocket, and to be able to offset the money that you normally would be spending on these things, and being able to get it for a nice deal and a deep discount. You're also going to get the best price promise. All right, so you're going to get the best flights and hotel price guaranteed in the travel industry. So now that we went through that, let's go through the leadership, because I feel that at the end of the day, in order to build a skyscraper, you got to start off with a strong foundation. And if you don't have a strong foundation, it doesn't matter how big the skyscraper is, because it's not going to last long and it won't be able to stand tall. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to build a company that's going to stand tall through it all. And it's going to start with the leadership. So I am proud to go through the leadership and show just how transparent, how much integrity, how much respect that the owners of this company actually have within the industry. So we're going to start off with Spencer Iverson, co-owner and chief executive officer. We also have Mark A. Sterling, co-owner, chief operating officer, and Jonathan Green, the co-owner, chief leadership officer. Now, the thing that separates these guys from the rest of the average, corporate CEOs and COOs and so forth is the fact that these guys started out as marketers. These guys was in the field just like me, okay? And why is that important? Because a lot of times you have corporate entities that start these companies. They don't have a clue what it's like to be in the field. So they don't care about the people in the field. And I say that because you'll see the actions show that they don't care. How many times you've been a part of a company where everything switched up on you at the blink of a dime? Or at the drop of a dime, or a blink of an eye. How many times have you was making a certain amount of money, you was doing good, and all of a sudden the comp plan changed on you, and now all of a sudden you're making a lot less? It might cut your income in half, or even worse, more. How many times did the company did something that wasn't in the best interest of the field, but was more in the best interest of the company? They let greed dictate their moves. And they wanted to make all the money up top and forgot about the people in the back and at the bottom trying to earn a residual income. See, these are things you don't have to worry about with them because they was in the field. This is a company, I would like to say, by marketers for marketers to a certain degree, because they know what it's like to go through those things, because all those things have happened to them. Also, they've had success within this field, over 100 years of trusted experience, hundreds of millions in revenue generated. We talk about 7 to 8 figure earners here, hundreds of thousands of real life partnerships, vision, and integrity. See, you can't get to the level of where they were at by doing people wrong, doing people foul, not standing on your word, not having no integrity, not having vision. You don't be able to. The last company that they was involved in, we put in 50,000 people within a month's time. Think about that for a second. 50,000 customers and reps within a month. You can't do that by doing people wrong, having a bad name out there, being on people's scam blogs, so forth and so on. So I'm very, very proud of this leadership and these owners, and I know they're going to do great things with the company. Also, on the board, we have Tanya Joseph, which is a co-global master ambassador, and she shares that position with Denson Taylor, okay, who is a legend in his own right as well, was making 6 figures a month, not a year, a month. Man, they wrote books about this person, and literally, go look it up for yourself, okay? Ted Friggy, Chief Financial Officer, and look, if you don't know, then you must have been under a rock when I say his next name, Kevin Thompson, for the attorney. They got Kevin Thompson's firm on retainer. Now let's talk about that for a second. Kevin Thompson is the go-to person in our space. There is no other higher name out there that you can think of when it comes to MLM, network marketing, being in compliance, and retaining an attorney to do so. We have that attorney. This right here is the very best way to make sure that your company is structured properly, to make sure that you are in compliance, to make sure that you're not going to have problems with the SEC, the FTC, or any other 3-letter entities, and to know that he is on board, oh man, it's going to make all the difference, and it should give you complete comfortability. And if you was on the fence, let's just say this, if you was on the fence, or if you was skeptical in any way, this should relieve all doubt. This should take away all skepticism just with that one name alone, because you know that things are going to be handled right. See, this is what I was talking about, guys, the foundation, okay? See, these are all the small things and the little things that you don't really want to hear about. These aren't the fun parts of the business, right? This is the boring part, right? But it's necessary, because these are the parts that most companies don't put that much time and effort in. They'll put a lot of time in the comp plan. They'll put a lot of time in the product. They'll make a nice flashy website and marketing system, but they'll forget about these important key parts that actually keep them in business for the long run. Now, we're going to get into the compensation plan, but before we do so, I want to even go deeper down in talking about this leadership and just talking about, like I said, the integrity of these guys. Do you know that these 3 flew down, me and some other key leaders, to Cancun, and it wasn't to, give us a pitch and to try and sell us an opportunity. No, it was actually more of a, let us be transparent. Let us win your business over, not so much try and buy you. Let me win it over through respect and through letting you actually talk to our vendors. Now, let me say that again. I don't know no no company that lets you talk to their vendors, lets you talk to the people in the back, the people behind the scenes, the people that you never really see, the people that makes all the moving parts move. They let us talk to them. I'm talking about the person that actually created the back office, the company. Well, we got to talk to them. We got to see it. We got to see how it was going to function. We got to see that it was innovative, streamlined, and it was cloud-based and wasn't all clunky and old and hard to navigate through like a lot of back offices you might have seen. Or, you couldn't do basic things like see your team and where they're at within the company and how far they off and being able to contact them, things like that. And we was able to see that. Even equally important, if not more important, being able to talk to the merchant providers. Let me say that again. Talk to the merchant providers and let them assure us that they have over $1 million worth of line of transactions that they can do. And if they were to go over that within a month's time, that they would extend it. And they told us this face to face. Okay? Via live, via Zoom. Where else have that ever happened in history of network marketing? For me, never. So it was things like this that, one, we could see the transparency of the company. Two, we could see they have nothing to hide. And three, we could see that they're doing their due diligence and working in an efficient and Neiman Marcus type way, where everything's done on a high level. And I love it. Okay, now let's dive into this compensation plan, because you're going to love the fact that there is 6 ways to get paid. This is the industry leading compensation. And before we dive in, let's do this disclaimer real fast. So, Travel Ventures International LLC cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. The travel compensation plan rewards you for selling services to customers. While the opportunity is unlimited, individuals' results will certainly vary depending on many factors, such as commitment level, individual effort and marketing skills. If income projections were presented to you prior to your enrollment, such as projections are not representative of the income, if any, that you can or will earn through your participation with the travel compensation plan. Now that we got that out the way, let's dive in and get into the fun stuff. So, the first way that you can earn is through a fast start bonus. You can start earning money right away. So you can earn up to $150 on each enrollment pack, sold with no limits on the number of packs you can sell. This fast start bonus pays out weekly. So your rank. You can be an ambassador 2, and ambassador 3. All you need to become an ambassador 1 is 3 personal enrollments. To be ambassador 2, 6, and to be ambassador 3, 9. So 9 is really the sweet spot. That's the number that you want to hit, because basically after you go 9 wide, you can really just go deep from that point forward. We'll get into that a little bit more. Your enrollment packs. Your enrollment packs for the weekender is $179, Explorer $299, Jet Setter $499, and then they got the Daydreamer and the Globetrotter. Now, we're going to talk about those 2 in a minute, but let's go back to the first 3 where you see the fast start bonus for a weekender is $50, for Explorer is $100, and Jet Setter is $150. Daydreamer is a customer only. Okay, so if a person comes in, they just want to use the booking engine, they're not interested in building a team or, or referring others, that's okay. And you'll still earn $10 from them. Then, this is what I love. Again, goes back to that leadership. Always thinking about the people. How many times have you seen an opportunity where you have the people that live in third world countries and high risk countries not able to be able to participate? Because they got credit card issues, they can't process orders because the merchant won't deal with that high risk area. Well, they came out with something for them, because a lot of times we're privileged out here in the US, the UK, and Canada, where we think, $179, that's nothing. $299, no problem. $499, oh, I got it. Not realizing that you go to a third world country, $499 could be a whole month's wage, So it's not small to them. So now what this company did is they said, okay, we want them to be able to earn too. We want them to be able to get in and not have an aggressive price point to have to get in at. So they was able to get in for $49 and still be able to earn out the matrix. And we're going to get into the matrix and see just how lucrative that is. But they're actually able to earn through the matrix. Is it going to be the same price as we get? Of course not, because we actually paying more. But again, they don't have to make as much more because they're in a third world country where a lot less goes a lot further. So We'll get into these packs and how you can really, really maximize all this going further. Number 2, generation bonus. You get to rank up and reap the rewards. Our company pays up to $50 in individual bonuses for every new enrollment pack sold as deep as 9 generations of qualified ambassadors and above. And this pays out weekly. So now, imagine being paid for ranking up and people on your team ranking up. And it pays up to $50 an individual. Okay, so remember I was telling you 9 was that sweet spot. So you go down 9 levels and you getting paid from all that. That's a lot, and it can really add up. And this pays out weekly. That way you get paid weekly and monthly. So the generation bonus looks like this. As you see, Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, so forth and so on. So let's say you was at Sapphire. Okay, you would get paid for $5 for a weekender, $6 for Explorer, $7 for a Jet Setter. Now, remember, this isn't just your efforts, but it's people on your team as well. So let's say you was at Emerald. You would get paid $5 for Sapphire, plus another $5 for Ruby, and $5 for Emerald. Or 666, 777. Okay? Let's say somebody on your team hit Ruby, but you was at Emerald. Then that person on your team would get Sapphire. They would get $5 for Ruby, and then you would get the $5 for Emerald. Okay? So the only way that you can't mix up, you can't get it all. Let's say you was at Black Crown Diamond. You would get 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1 for a total of 30. The reason why you can get that is, let's say there was no Sapphires, there was no Rubies, there was no Emeralds. So now, you know how sometimes you got people in your team that just ain't working? No problem. Those people that's not working, then you'll benefit from it, because when the generation bonus kicks in, then they will miss out because they didn't work as hard. They might still be at Sapphire, so you got the Ruby, you got the Emerald, you got the Diamond, so forth and so on. If they are working, then you'll get less, but you're still going to get more because they're going to be working within the matrix and everything else. And ultimately, you're going to be benefiting from that even more so than if you were just able to maximize this whole line of bonus. So I hope that makes sense. The third way to get paid, matrix. Now, this is what we're talking about. This is why it's important to position yourself now. If you're looking at this before December 1st, this is why you want to position yourself, because within the matrix, okay, this is the heartbeat of your recurring income. As a qualified ambassador, you are eligible to receive bonuses from product reorders generated in your group, up to 9 levels deep. This is also paid monthly. So the matrix is for reorders, okay? Remember, I want you to keep in mind, follow me. So 1 is for new orders, 1 is for reorders. The matrix for your reorders. So imagine everybody in your downline that's reordering, and if they structured correctly, you're eating off of all those different people, all those different prospects. Actually, we're all eating together because we're all within the matrix. So this is how the matrix is broken down. Level 1, you gotta have a personal active ambassador. Okay, so basically you have 1 personal. You can get payout in levels weekend to explore jet set of 4, 6, and 8. You just need a maximum of 3, and then your potential payout is 12 to 24. Then it brings you to level 2. You only need 2 ambassadors. Those 2 gotta go get their 3 and 3, which will make 9, and then you'll have 36, 72 between you and them. Then to get level 3, 27. I think you see where we're going with this at this point, right? So you only gotta go 9 levels, and you see with 19,683 people, you are having $157,464. And remember, this is matrix money every month. Okay, remember, every month, every time they renew, every subscription, as long as you maintain that volume, this is on top of your residual income that you're getting. This is on top of your fast starts. This is on top of your bonus. Do you see how lucrative this can get? And even if you couldn't get all the way down to level 9, even if you were just something modest like level 3 or, level 5, look at that's almost another $2,000 in bonuses, and it's going to pay out every month. Very lucrative. Number 4, a lifestyle bonus. Now, I know you've seen where, people hit certain ranks. You've seen them get cars. Myself included, I've gotten a car bonus before. And, okay, it was cool. It was nice. But let me tell you something about a car bonus, okay? The reason why you rather have cash than a car is because you hit rank, right? And then let's say they say, all right, you hit rank, we're going to pay you $600 to $1,000 towards your car. So you hit the rank and they're paying you $600 towards your car note now. Now, in order to get that $600 towards your car, you have to actually go get the car, put in your name, not in the company's name, put in your name, okay, and then show them a proof of purchase, and then they're going to reimburse you $600 every month. $600. Well, here's the issue. Let's say you went and got your nice, pretty car. You know you got at least 3 to 6 years to be paying it off, and in that time, you fell out of rank. Well, when you fell out of rank, guess what the company did? Stop paying your car bonus. And yeah, even though they stopped paying it, it didn't mean that the car people just would stop collecting it. So now they still need their money every month. That car note still needs to be paid. Now the only difference is instead of the company paying it, you're paying it. So could you afford an extra $600 or $1,000 bill coming into the household that you was getting paid for at one point in time, and now you have to pay for it 100% out of your own pocket? Well, this is the reason why I'd rather have cash. I'd rather be getting paid cash, and I can go buy my own stuff, and I can go pay for my own car if I chose to do that. So as you develop teams that generate 15,000 points or more in volume, on balance, you begin to qualify for monthly lifestyle bonuses from $1,000 up to $100,000, and this is paid monthly. So can you imagine getting $100,000 on top of everything else, on top of the matrix, on top of the bonus, on top of all the other stuff you just saw, okay? And this is paid monthly. Can you imagine that? And again, we're not done. Remember I told you, 6 ways. So this is what the lifestyle bonus looks like, okay? So look, if you was at Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, or any one of these levels, as you can see, look at the volume requirements. So let's say at Ruby, you need 15,000 in volume, and that's going to pay you $1,000 monthly, okay? 25,000, that'll pay you 2,000. 75, 5,000. So you get to see where we're going with here. So you can get all the way up to $100,000, and again, this is paid out every single month. And you can see just how much points you get, okay, for like a weekender. You know, you see up there Explorer, you see a Jet Set, you see the 50, 75, and 100. Okay, Globetrotter 25. Now, the maximum value requirement cannot exceed 33.3% from any one leg. Okay, and you can get more detail to that actually if you dive deep into the compensation plan. Number 5, 5th way. Okay, refer group travel. Now, this is cool because hey, most people don't want to travel alone, right? Let's be honest. Like most people are traveling together. They're traveling with somebody. So, you know, this is for group travel. It's like a family going out on a family reunion, or, a family of 6 is going across seas, something like that. But basically, you earn commission simply by referring groups of 6 or more using our travel affiliate partner. Once the trip is closed and travel is completed, you get 20% of the commission earned on that trip. And that also is paid monthly. 6th way to get paid. Quarterly bonus pool. Okay. So this is the ultimate reward. You are encouraged to reach beyond your dreams and qualify to share in a percentage of the company's worldwide group travel sales. This is earned monthly and paid quarterly. So now imagine each quarter you're getting a percentage of all the money that's in a pool. Oh man, like I said, once you start adding all this up, can you see the value in what we have here? Like honestly. Once you add all this up, it just gets crazy. So look at the quarterly bonus pool, because the ultimate reward. You see ambassadors, okay, they can earn 25%, sapphires, 15%, rubies, 15%, emeralds, 15%, diamonds, 10%, blue diamonds, 10%, black diamond, 5%, and crown diamond, 5%. If you notice that you get deeper in rank, then you're actually making less, but in actuality, you're making more, because if you're that far down, believe me, you're going to be making so much off the matrix. You're going to be making so much off of your daily bonuses. You're going to be making so much off the fast start. It's going to be so much that you're going to, excuse me, I meant to say fast start, not daily, but you're going to be making so much, from all these different ways to get paid, that it doesn't really matter that it got smaller. And the nice thing about them doing it this way is it rewards the people that weren't able to go that deep. The people that's still stuck more closer to the top. They're still ambassadors, but they only have their 3 people, but they're only 25% of the pool. You see? So I actually like that. And again, this is your leadership thinking about you and not thinking about themselves. So what's on your bucket list? So the reason why I asked that is because, a bucket list is like what you want to do before you kick the bucket, right? So you're like, we all strive to do things that's like, oh, I want to go skydiving one day, or I want to, take a trip to, to visit the pyramids and go see it, go to Egypt and visit the pyramids, see it with my own eyes, like we got bucket list things we want to do, before we go, Well, this company thought about that too, and they said, well, we want to. It's all about the experience. Like I said, remember Neiman Marcus over with Walmart prices, but when you go to Neiman Marcus, you know that the quality has been stepped up. The clothes is not going to be the same level of clothes as the same type of clothes and the fabrics that you're going to get from Walmart. So same thing with these trips. Yeah, they could have just sent you on a trip. Oh, great, go on the cruise. But wouldn't it be better to have an actual experience? What do you mean by experience? Well, an experience would be like going to Thailand and then walking with the tigers, or like what we're going to do, our first corporate event. I believe we're going to go, a yacht's going to take us to a private island. And then when we get to the private island, we're going to stomp grapes, with our feet. Ain't going to drink it, right? But you're going to stomp grapes like they do when they make wine. And then we're going to actually submerge in the grapes because it has a good detoxing properties or something like that. And then afterwards, going to get an hour-and-a-half massage. And believe it or not, this is actually a real experience. I'm telling you right now. But this is an experience. Can you imagine that right now? Like that's not something that someone thinks. Like someone's not booking a trip right now. Say, okay, yeah, so we're gonna go snob grapes, and like that's not the first thing that come to mind, right? It's like the traditional things. Oh, we're gonna get a jet ski and parasail. So to be able to do something that's out of the norm, and then imagine you coming back and you tell your family this is what you did. You tell your friends this is what you did. So they're going to have bucket list trips, and they're going to always have, numerous ones, maybe 4 or 5 at any given time, and then they'll rotate them out throughout the years after, people go on them. And these are the things that they're going to be doing, and these are the things that you can expect when you take advantage of our bucket list trips. So real cool, and that's why it says your future is waiting, because the things that you want to do is already being set forward for you. So let's get into some prices. The Daydreamer. Okay, that's just the customer. Remember, you just want the booking engine. You're not trying to build a team. You're not worrying about recruiting nobody. So you'll get access to our booking engine, flight, car, hotel, and activities and cruises that you can book right through there. And that's just $49 a month. Then we got the Weekender. That's $179 down, $79 a month afterwards. You get the booking engine, the flights, cars, hotels, activities, and cruises that you can book and look into. You also get the best price promise. You get our travel complimentary flight insurance, and you get daily discounts. Remember the app I told you that you can actually save on your day-to-day things that you already spend money on? Now, our most popular package is the Explorer package. It costs $299 down, then just $99 a month after. You get everything in the Weekender, plus vacation rental deals, plus the travel bucket list experience, okay? Plus you get travel cashback program and travel exclusive specials. So that's real good. But this is the one that I'm in and the one that I recommend, only because if you're going to pay $99 a month, you might as well just pay $30 more and be all in. So yeah, you got to put a little bit more up front, but after that, like I said, it's just $30 more. And you get everything in the Explorer, plus luxury travel marketplace, travel VIP airport lounge access, which I feel is like, if you never experienced it, then you don't know what you can't miss something you never had. But once you've had it, then you can never go back. It's one of those type of things. Like you get to sit in the lounge, relax, maybe sip on a mimosa or sip on your favorite drink while you're on a nice cushioned sofa, love seat. You get to actually get high-speed Wi-Fi. I mean, if you got a layover now, it's not a stressful situation, because you know how it is when you're in an overpacked, crowded airport with screaming kids, people laid out on the floor, no place to sit, and it's just pandemonium. Would you rather be sitting in that nice VIP lounge? So you get access to that. You also get the travel VIP concierge service. Remember, why book all your stuff yourself when you have someone do it for you? You also get the travel private MetaJet service. See, so like I said, for $30 more, yeah, I think that's worth you having lounge access plus the VIP concierge and that private MetaJet. And then we got the Globetrotter 49. Remember, I told you it's for people like in third world countries and high risk. And I didn't even get to go deeper into again, the leadership, why I love them. Do you know that they thought about the little people? And what I mean about that is, how many times have you seen opportunities where people like in Nigeria and some of these high risk merchant places couldn't join because the merchant wouldn't accept them, or they wouldn't allow their debit cards? Well, this is the case here, because everybody that joins actually has their own personal online bank account attached to a debit card to go along with it. So now they can actually sign up and be able to use that debit card and get paid to that card as well. and their online banking, so that way they can do transactions in commerce. Another thing that the merchant has in place that's real nice is the fact that we're not gonna have to deal with fraud and then it end up coming back to bite us. Y'all seen that happen in other companies, right? People buy credit cards off the dark web, or they fraudulently stack in and put. That's not gonna happen because they got state-of-the-art security measures in place that's actually gonna be able to flag, when something doesn't look right, or it's coming in through the same IP, or it has multiple charges from the same credit card. Instantly, it's gonna be flagged. Also, if it's coming from one of these areas that's a little bit more high risk, they have a large a lot of fraud coming out of those countries. Well, no problem there either, because they're actually going to have different set of security measures. Like the U.S. might be a little bit looser than it is in another third world, maybe high risk place where they usually have a lot of fraud and things. So they'll be a little bit more tighter for them, and they'll have different security things in place versus if you was out here in the U.S., Canada, or Australia. So real nice. And this is the international package. This package not available in North America, Japan, South Korea, Australia, or Europe. So you can look into the compensation and see exactly, what that is. And they're going to get the booking engine, flight, car, hotel, activities, and cruises. They don't get all that VIP, concierge, airport, and all that. But let's be honest, they're probably not even taking advantage of that. They're probably here to really take advantage of the opportunity. And if they are, then they'll still be able to earn the matrix. And that's the main thing. The fact that they still get to earn out the matrix, even at that small price point. So there you have it. And my question at this point is, again, shouldn't you be the first to know? Shouldn't you be the first to show? Shouldn't you be the first to grow? Because timing is everything when it comes to network marketing. Timing is everything. And right now is the time. If you're looking at this presentation before December 1st, then you are in the best position to lock arms right now, get in where you fit in. And believe it or not, you can't even sign up right now. There is not one person within this company. What you're going to do is, if you're interested, and it's before December 1st, you're going to text the word NEW, N-E-W, to 702-553-3326. Then, after you sign up, I'm going to send you a form to fill out, okay? So you can be on my VIP list, and it's going to be first come, first serve when we start placing and we start putting people within the system. So the people that perform and the people that come first are the people that are going to benefit the most. So it's truly as simple as that. So if you're ready to lock arms, if you're ready to do so, then again, text NEW to 702-553-3326. Or if you got questions, I got answers. Call me, 619-306-9453. If this is after December 1st, then you can just hit the link below and we can get started and get going. I appreciate you for watching the presentation. Hey, hopefully I see you on the other side and we can just run this up. And all I got to say now is we love travel.